I like liking people. I mean, I'll go as far as to say I want to like people, just random people. Yes, you. I like you. All right? I want to like you. Would you like to know why? Because as far as I'm concerned, you've never done anything to me, right? So why would I ever harbor any ill will towards you? I won't. And so when it comes to Omar, Ocasio-Cortez, Talib, and Presley, they too, I want to like them. I definitely wanted to like AOC. I mean, those chesticles, my goodness. But then reality starts to set in and things start to happen. You know, circumstances take place. You ever been in a relationship, right? Like you start out that relationship strong, then, oh wait, you took my car and drove it into a tree. I'm not particularly that fond of you anymore. And so, right? That's the way it tends to go. I mean, shoot. So when it comes to the big kerfuffle between the squad, that's a stupid name, but whatever, the squad and the president, you know, I've had a lot of eyes on AOC. I've done videos on AOC, and the other three tend to go under the radar, which is what leads us here to Ilhan Omar's Twitter account. Because one of the things that I've really picked up on, like, it was just, wait a second, hold up. And I don't remember maybe I saw somebody tweet about it, but I don't recall seeing anybody tweet about it. But when it comes to the squad, I haven't heard a single one of them ever say anything complimentary or nice towards the nation as a whole in general. Not even speak on things that they like about the country, you know? Because when it comes to the United States, it's always, you know, plenty to like. I mean, this country is pretty awesome in its, well, I mean, in its current form. Yes, in its current form. Because all we really have is this pressing moment right here. And yeah, there are tons of situations, tons of lunacy and buffoonery that takes place on a daily basis. It's all a matter of chance for the most part. It's a perfect storm of situations and environments and things, and I've always been a believer in changing those environments as opposed to, oh my goodness, well, oh my goodness, the people of these places are oh so terrible, and the places themselves are oh so terrible. And as someone who has literally gone door to door in the nicest of suburbs to the gringiest of hoods and the deepest of the projects, I can tell you that ultimately there is a connecting tissue when it comes to the United States and the people within it. And that connecting tissue, it's so varied, right? It is such a weebly wobbly thing because it means different things to different people. But there is an underlying theme that we all do attribute to. And so, while we are at Miss Omar's Twitter feed, you may be asking, I'm going to see if I can find something in her Twitter feed that says, you know, oh man, America's dope. Like, this part of America I like. Like, this is something that I'm feeling. Not just nothing but complaining, because that's literally all you get. Oh my goodness, Trump is so racist. But Trump is just Trump. There are like what, over 300 million other people in this freaking nation, man. Like, you can't sit here and be like, oh my goodness, well, their administration and all this other stuff, great, okay, but I mean, they put up with it. They had no choice during Obama's. Then during the Bush, you had no choice then, right? There was no problem. Then during the Clintons, I may be missing somebody. No, I don't think I'm missing anybody. Then during the Clintons, you know, it was like, oh, what the red team have to do. And it's been blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. That's how it operates. That's how it rocks. Okay? It's a part of how we get down, but ultimately, there's supposed to be some connecting tissue. So, without further ado, let's start strolling down. She has 1.3 million followers. I'm sure she has way more than $1.3 million, particularly in campaign contributions and funds like that. Mom, refugee, intersectional feminist. Oh my goodness. 2017 top angler of the governor's fishing opener and congresswoman for Minnesota's District 5. Join me down. I've never been to Minnesota. Like, it's one of those states that just never hit to me. But if I thought Minnesota, I thought there was this show. Jason Bateman starred in it, and I think they were in Minnesota, and they had that redhead lady who was the nice little neighbor, and she always talked like this, and it was a cute show. I can't remember the name of it, but it was in the snow. Yeah, I think they were in Minnesota there. So that was my only perception of Minnesota. So, like, when I think Minnesota, I think Lily White. Apparently not. And isn't Keith Ellison from there as well? So yeah. So she quotes Maya Angelou when Jon Favreau, what happened to you, man? I liked you on Friends. You seem like a cool dude in Swingers. But yeah, Hollywood dude. So, now everything, you're hypersensitive to everything. And the crowd at Trump's rally chanting "Send her back" after the president viciously and dishonestly attacked Ilhan Omar is one of the most chilling and horrifying things I've ever seen in politics. Oh man, if only is this the same Jon Favreau? Yeah, it's the same Jon Favreau. All right, like, bro, I mean, if only you put that type of writing into The Lion King, right? But the deal is. But the deal is that maybe they were just saying send her back to civilian life, I mean, the thing about America is that, like, yo, we compensate, man. The money is flow. How a lot of people don't really get that is beyond me, but the money's our flow. And she quotes Maya Angelou: "You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise." My goodness. Can you say something original? Oh, Ayanna Presley. You know what? Speaking of which, let's get these numbers knocked out. Talib, no, darling. She ain't even up for consideration. Oh, Omar, she has angles. She has some pretty good angles, so I'll give her like 25%. And Presley, 15. Presley get 15% because she has this rest in B face that is just like, I'm not, like, it's always a complaint with her. I'm pretty sure that there won't be any, if I go down her timeline either, there won't be, what's her name? Ones like this, pure joy is act resistant, but continue to inform joy our ways in our own lives today and forever. It's all about their, oh my goodness, we're such victims in this. I interviewed about refugee issues. She spoke of providing facts and information in order to break through the lies and spin. Trump twisted Ilhan's words to try and suggest she was speaking with contempt about working people. Trump is lying. But why didn't she, Ilhan Omar isn't afraid to call Donald Trump a fascist. Why didn't she disavow ISIS, though? That's kind of a problem, right? So that's her official. So which one are we on now? So this must be. She operates two different Twitter accounts. One for her congressional stuff, and the other one for, I guess, like this type of self-promotion. The president is making a mockery of the laws we have put in place to protect people from this. Like, what do you mean we? My nigga, you ain't, like, yo, this was done before you got here. Watch this, just arrived in the Twin Cities, and they got, yeah. So, I mean, Minnesota is as white as I assumed it was. I just didn't know there was that much self-loathing in the place. Damn, man, like, dang, yo, white folks, yo, like, honestly. Hold on, like, I mean, I'm starting to feel kind of bad for y'all. Like, come on, yo, like, the hell? Because it's just like, what, like, why, like, whoa, why are you, you do have your group, right? Like, because that's the type of person I am. Like, I don't care about groups. I care about individuals, and I want each and every one of those individuals to be like, yeah, I'm dope, like, not bending the knee or sitting there, so she gets back home and so this is all about her, so I guess this is the part of America she likes, but it's not her sitting there saying, oh man, let's go on a roller coaster or some shit like that. But it's still not her saying, yeah, America is dope. Like, I just want to catch something like that on her timeline, and I'm not seeing it. It's more the Eric Gardner thing. I haven't talked about the Eric Gardner thing. Eric Gardner, that sucks, but they got the money. They got $5 million from NYC. Take some of that money, start to change some of these laws. Like, you got to start changing the laws. We got to change the things that govern us, and that actually starts at the local level. Which a lot of people, it's because it don't get the same shine as the national stuff does. At the local level, it completely gets ignored, and that's how we end up where, the police on paper clearly have the right to kill a nigga. So come on, yeah. Because I criticize the president, I should be deported? I don't think so. Like, that's the thing. Free speech works both ways. You know, like, it's speech you don't like, it's speech you don't. Everybody says shit I don't like all the time, son. Alright, it is what it is. And it's just like, yo, whatever. You ain't touch me. We all good. Like, yo, just don't fuck with me. Cause if, alright, you want to get in my space? You want to get in reaching distance? I bet. But if you ain't in reaching distance and you ain't like taking literal shots at me, then I'm alright, fam. Today I voted yes on raising minimum wage $15 an hour. Stupid idea. I mean, it wasn't stupid. It was good for the headline, but that's all it was a headline. Okay, so clearly we're not catching some yay, America's dope shit here. Hold on. He tripping about the Rand Paul thing. As far as Rand Paul goes, he had his reasons. At this point, deal with our poverty. Democrats are spoiling ourselves with policy. That's a good thing. So I really don't think clap. I am where I belong, at the people's house, and you're just going to have to deal. I don't believe in antagonizing. Together, we are building a movement inclusive of all people on racial, social, but that's the thing. It was here before you got here, darling. Like, let's be real. Good, like, the thing about good American folk is that good American folk recognize good American folk. I'm telling you, that thread, I think it might be stronger than a thread. Because, I mean, I think we've gone through worse. It was always more at a physical level and less at a psychological level. And we've been attacked at a psychological level for the last 40, 50 years. So, I mean, because I'm like, how do I put this? Like, I'm just saying, people have their reasons for doing whatever that they do. But when it comes to the country, the United States, yeah, we got a sucky past. Things been shitty. But we've always worked together to get the future done. And having these folks right here and there was always this thread of like, yeah, yo, this place is really dope at the end of the day. And there's never that vibe's just not here. Like, yeah, America, the country is dope. Nah, it's a whole lot of, oh, we're so racist. We elected a racist, and everything else like that. Directly after electing Barack Obama, family. What? Yo, the adults are out of the room, man. The adults are gone. Rep. Ilhan staff reaches out to take action to get input on policy, check in about bills and committee hearings, hear member stories. It's informal but consistent. No other office in Minnesota delegation does this. Congratulations to you, Kinza. It's a dope name, though, Kinza. I missed a bunch of other things, I'm sure. I'm paying attention to. I'm waiting for her to say America's dope. $15 minimum wage now. But the deal is that I know I'm going to be waiting for forever, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this video. I kind of show you guys that, like, yo, when it comes to, I guess, like, love for the nation and all this nation's giving her, it don't come off of none of these folks. Oh, she loves Elizabeth Warren. Yeah, of course she does. Guys, I'm just... Look, I wish ill upon no one, and except for, like, you know, but I can have whatever it is that ultimately anyone's up to, hopefully comes to light. And if it's destructive and aims to harm my fellow Americans and those, you know, the good folk that we got amongst us, and I'm sorry, like, if that upsets people, that I say, yeah, there are a lot of good American people, the hell is wrong with you? Because there are. I assume you're one of them. You may be one of them. I don't know. But, yeah. I ain't feeling it. I'm really not. Like, I mean, maybe if I was to speak to Miss Omar in person, I'd probably get that America dope, what she love about the whole thing. Because that's the thing. And I only went back a day and some change. But, come on, man. Come on. It's that vibe's not there. That swag's not there. And the hell. So, hopefully, we'll catch something like that eventually. You know, I mean, shoot, hold on, let's check a media right quick. Let's see, does she have a red, white, and blue hijab? Something? Oh, you know what? Okay, wait, that's the thing. Goes all the way back to July 4th. Or Juneteenth. Whichever one, I don't give a shit. Let's see, 3 days ago. So she was off after. So what was she during July 4th? Weird. Okay. Yeah, she's sitting there repping the Black Caucus. Because apparently that's what, like, I mean, that's that problem with that whole intersectional thing. And the whole intersectional thing is a whole bunch of chicks and shit. Like, this is part of the problem. Like, I feel like Al Bundy with the no ma'am shit. Like it's all that estrogen, all that very feminine energy, which is just destructive in its nature, you know? Make no mistake. And like when you sit there and trip about the Bible, right? Be like, oh my goodness, what the Bible is. And I felt that for a while, but it just makes sense. Eve bit that fucking apple, but she wasn't the one with the responsibility of not biting it. And she pressed Adam into biting the apple, you know? A little lore for you. But either ways, yeah. So that being said, I think it's time to bring this one to an end because No America is dope. It's just taking part in some of the things that make America dope, but not particularly saying, oh yeah, this shit is actually fly, because it's not really about that. I don't think that she really likes the country like that. And that's fucked up, because we paying her out the ass, yo. She make over 100K a year. She make way more than the average American makes. And she's saying, hey, like, yo, just like, it's nothing but bitching and complaining about our community, about our country. Or what we did other places. Like, we ain't did shit to ourselves that we need to start to rectify. Family. So with that being said, until all the internet stuff, if you liked it, toss a like. Dislike, go ahead, I ain't scared. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get more videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments? Like, if you feel like she loves this country and there's things, I link in the comments. If you got some videos or a paper she wrote, by all means, I am more than willing to what's the name? Women, especially women of color, have been told to go slow, to not be seen, not be heard for many years. We are not Congress. We are to be invisible. In the words of Congressman John Lewis, we are here to make good trouble. John Lewis, that's sellout. Like, at this point, I feel very comfortable saying it. Like, all of them. Really, all of them. Lewis, the dude from Texas. Like, they in a big house now, and they got these, like, these folks right here, like, you know, saying gassing them. And it's like, take it easy there, champ. Let me know what you think, though, in the comments. Till the next one.